The Empire returned to known space about half a century ago, and since then the galaxy has been in a near constant state of turmoil. After 55 years of fighting, an entire generation has known nothing but this seemingly unending conflict. Given this reality, it's important that we take time to pull back from the trees to see the forest and understand the why behind this war. Because at the end of the day, I can teach you how to shoot a blaster, I can teach you tactics, I can teach you strategy, but unless you understand what you fight for, then it's all for naught. At the highest of levels, this is a war for the soul of the galaxy. Forget the planets, the resources, the credits, the battles, or the campaigns. Those pieces are important, and we will cover them at a later date, but they are simply the trees within the forest of this larger question of what do we believe in? Do we believe that might makes right? That the duty of the powerful is to oppress the weak? That power should be accumulated for personal advancement and nothing else? That only those who are strong enough to seize power are worthy of a voice at the table? That the end goal is domination above all else? This is the belief of the Empire. A magocratic dictatorship ruled by the Sith, specifically the Emperor and the 12 members of the Dark Council. These are some of the most dangerous, powerful, and cunning masters of the dark side of the Force. While they appear to work in cooperation, make no mistake, they would tear each other to shreds to grasp at power if they could get away with it. They rose to the top because they were the most ruthless at climbing the ladder, and they were very good at avoiding death along the way. This path to power is echoed all the way down the line within the Sith Empire. Those who can grasp power do. Those who cannot either serve with blind obedience to their masters or perish attempting to climb the ladder. While it's easy to criticize the ethics behind their methods, we would be foolish not to acknowledge their effectiveness. Leadership within the Empire is often brutally efficient, and their underlings are almost fanatically dedicated in obedience to their masters. They are as dangerous to their enemies as they are to each other. The price of failure within the Empire is often death, and this obsession with perfection and power has led to some extreme efficiencies within the Imperial bureaucracy. We may despise them for what they stand for, but if you're looking for efficient paperwork, then we must begrudgingly tip our caps to the dedication they show at every level of their organization. On the other side of the conflict, we must ask ourselves, do we believe that it is the duty of the strong to protect the weak? That the powerful should work in cooperation with the meek to build a better galaxy together? That everyone deserves a voice at the table regardless of their race, strength, or culture? These are the beliefs of the Galactic Republic. For the past 20,000 years, the democracy of the Republic has served as a beacon of freedom and light in what can be a cold and cruel galaxy. Hundreds of systems are represented by thousands of senators from every corner of the galaxy, with the hope that cooperation between systems can lead to a brighter future for all, where everyone deserves a voice and all have inherent value. At the most basic of levels, the Republic is an economic and security alliance. The ease of trade between planets allows for sizable growth and specialization on planets. Agri-worlds are an excellent example of this. It is unlikely that a planet like Chandrilla would be able to stand against Imperial, Hutt, or pirate invaders for any reasonable amount of time. However, the security provided by the Republic enables them to focus primarily on farming, leading them to become one of the Republic's primary breadbaskets, feeding trillions of souls across the galaxy and allowing other planets to seek more industrial specializations. This is just one example of hundreds. But we should not deceive ourselves into thinking that the Republic is without its faults. The competition between planets can often be fierce, and where the Empire could resolve a dispute with a single strong force of will, the Republic will spend days, weeks, months, or even years debating two sides of an argument, and far too often, far too little is accomplished. These issues are compounded by corruption, as is to be expected with a bureaucracy as complex and slow-moving as the Republic's. The members of the Republic and I personally believe that these shortcomings are a price worth paying if it means that we can live in a free and equal society. The Republic is like owning a flea-riddled mutt. It woofs too much, it scratches a lot, and it can be irritating. But it's a loyal hound worth fighting for. And, when backed into a corner, it has more than enough bite to go with its bark. This should serve as an adequate view of the larger forest we find ourselves in. In future entries, we can discuss the individual trees in greater detail. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like covered, let me know. These archives are for your benefit, after all. I'm happy to tailor these entries to your interests. Stay safe out there. Signing off.